Hey
Howdy,
everyone,
everyone.
welcome to
Hello.
season 10, episode 6 of Rivals of Waterdeep. That's how I imagine everyone at home is doing, because that's what I feel like is happening right now. But yeah, we're so excited to be back. It's another great episode, another great Sunday. I'm feeling cozy. I got my cardigan on, I got my cozy drink.
Making me
Nothing
sweat
bad's gonna
with
happen this
joy.
week, yo.
See, you are like the evil Mr.
No.
Rogers right now.
Oh no! Can I actually tell you a fun fact about me? I have the vinyl of Mr. Rogers' songs. I found it at a record shop and I play it on like mornings when I'm making breakfast. Because it's great. It really warms the entire apartment up.
Every week I learn something about you that just makes everything I already know make so much more sense.
Oh my god.
I love it.
I'm a simple
so
enigma.
Much. Also,
you know?
when we can all travel again and I'm in Chicago next time, obviously coming over for breakfast.
Please. I make very good grits.
Oh, we definitely want the
yeah.
Rogers breakfast.
Yeah.
Slay. You gotta throw a loafer. You gotta throw the loafer from one hand to the other, and you gotta do the entire Mr. Rogers moves.
The whole thing. The issue is you first have to go in and put the vinyl on and then go out and change my shoes. We can find more about my process later. Let's introduce the rest of the cast. Let's start it off in the typical order. Let's go with Tanya. Tell them about who you are, who you play, and your pronouns.
Hi, I'm Tanya. I play Selise Storio. Sorry, I'm full of the giggles apparently today. But I play Selise Storio, your human paladin, blood hunter. Both Selise and I are she, her.
Up next, we got Shareef.
Hey, I'm Shareef. I play Shaka, Tiefling, Celestial Warlock. Both of us are he, him.
And then Brian.
Hi, I am Brian. I play Virgil, the Aasimar sorcerer. Both of our pronouns are he, him.
Next up, Eugenio.
Hi everybody, I'm Eugenio. I am playing Kent, our Tiefling Phantom Rogue, and both of our pronouns are he, him.
And then LaTia.
It me, I'm LaTia, and I play Dahani, the Aarakocra monk. Both of our pronouns are she, her.
And last but not least, it's me, Masood. My pronouns are he, him. I usually play Gazrick Gnome Red. Our pronouns are the same, but I will use an assortment of pronouns because for this season, I'm the GM. So I'll be voicing and handling all the NPCs and all the other things that are trying to murder, have fun, hang out with, all those interactions that will happen with our party. But before we can get to any of that, we got to thank the folks who provide the opportunity for us to be here every week. Shareef, would you be so kind as to hit us with those sweet, sweet ad reads?
Yes, sir. Extra sweet for you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's start out with D&D Beyond, y'all. We do all our character sheets online. I mean, we can print sometimes if we want, but you can print them from D&D Beyond as well. All your access to source books, looking up spells, creating monsters, NPCs, all that good stuff. Make sure to check them out at dndbeyond.com. If you're listening live, which is at noon Central on Sundays, you're in the Twitch chat right now. There will be a code that is coming out that'll get you some access to some of the content that they have on there for free. So make sure to enter that raffle. Must be present to win. So make sure that you stick around. But I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, we're pretty amazing. When that stuff, if you're listening to the audio podcast or the video on demand, maybe you should hop in live. You can get some free stuff from D&D Beyond. So make sure to check them out. Our dice trays and vaults are provided by Wyrmwood, WYRM Wood, Wyrmwood Gaming, as LaTia is showing off there. And if you use the code RIVALS, you get free domestic shipping at your order at wormwoodgaming.com. And we fill those things up with awesome dice. And we are proud to be sponsored by Die Hard Dice. Make sure to check them out at dieharddice.com, as like a LaTia very violently threw that into the screen. I mean, like Eugenio did like a nice display, and like LaTia just were trying to smash her camera off. But that's just how excited she is for Die Hard Dice. If you use the code Shaka, you get 10% off of your order there at Die Hard Dice. And Eldritch Foundry. If you like minis in your campaign, make sure to go to eldritch-foundry.com. And you use the code Rivals DND for 10% off of your order of minis there. If you just want some cool stuff around your house, some shirts, some mats, some cups, all kind of cool stuff, make sure to go to Stormcrow, shop.stormcrow.com, and use the code Rivals for 15% off of your order. And if you want to sound so silky smooth like the Rivals crew, make sure to check out Blue Microphones. Go to crew.bluemic.com/rivals. Any orders that you make at that link, we will get credit for. And are you a champion? Do you like idling? Check out Idle Champions, y'all. It's on everything. It is on phones. It is on every console, every computer OS. It is a cool little clicker dungeon crawling game that now has both Shaka and Selise in it. Maybe other rivals coming soon as well. And if you are in the chat and you type exclamation code, you will get access to like this week's free Electrum chest. And we also have another code as well. It is Urban Bohemian, but it's 2 H's. So it's URBANBOHHEMIAN. Is that I? Yes, I exclamation point. And that's good through June 25th. So you can get double chest action going on. Oh, that sounds really weird.
No.
But, yeah, you can.
Worse when you process that. Would you?
Yeah, you can get access to like a second chest in the game as well. So
Nice.
Absolutely not.
Mhm. I think that about covers it. I know we also just added a new command into the chat. Folks who don't know and want to see a documentary about our very own Tanya DePass, go check it out. Watch Game Changer. You can see a link for that as well. But yeah, in the meantime, let's get into
Hold
our
on,
show.
Masood.
Oh,
all
yeah,
of you
we
are
should-
in
I
it
was gonna
too.
say,
Yeah, I
everyone
wasn't
on this
just
team
past
is making
that.
an
We
appearance.
all make an appearance for sure. I mean, but it is a story about what you do or the great work that you've accomplished with help from others for sure. But it is worth highlighting the star of the show, of that show, I should say. And now to our show, to our current whoosh captain.
Oh.
Please, LaTia, take it away.
Does current mean that I can be deposed?
I think it. What?
Oh.
So.
Oh my
Oh well,
God.
it's sure. I
Are you challenging LaTia to trial by combat? Is that what's happening here?
I have more
Like,
swords
trial
than
by
she
combat
does.
is a wusho.
Also, to be fair though, this could be a burdinous task. You know, it seems like the Night's Watch. Like when does it
Alright,
end? You know what I mean?
No.
I will draft the mountain to represent me in trial by combat.
I was gonna say we can declare a challenger. Okay.
I also
Wow.
don't have any swords, so if anybody out there wants to get me a sword, that'd be great.
Nope.
That is no. But you have a wicked. Don't you have an axe, or is that just a keytar?
That's just my guitar.
Yeah.
You could use the
Can we all
guitar
get
like an
swords?
axe.
Yeah, but then I
Yes.
don't want to break it.
Maybe we should all
No,
get swords.
just
Maybe we
learn
should
how
to
get.
swords.
Maybe we can get you an axe tar.
We should
Yeah.
whoosh.
No. Let's send that sponsor wish out to some sort of blacksmith
Right.
company out there.
Somebody get
on.
us swords.
If Gil the
Uh-oh.
Vlogsmith is out there, he is a blacksmith.
Oh,
Right.
Oh,
Gil,
custom-
we need swords.
Custom rivals blade. Let's
Swords,
go.
please. Swords,
Adding
please.
it to
Thank
my
you.
Love it.
affirmation,
Yes.
my weekly one. Good. The
All right,
universal
everybody. Previously on Rivals of Waterdeep. Whoosh.
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 And it's on the computer that time. It's okay. Only move the camera a little bit.
Did you knock your camera down?
No. The standing desk is very secure. It's very stable.
somebody has to say it. Oh my god, I'll never get tired of those whooshes.
Not at all. All
No,
of them.
but we
all
won't
of them.
though.
I
I'm
was gonna say,
not. It's wonderful. Get them in the chat. Feel free to use them. They're lovely emotes. Y'all, what happened previously on Rivals of Waterdeep?
You tried to
Stuff.
kill us again.
Much.
To be fair, he was sort of just watching us.
Just watching.
So we had a conversation about what we should do next, because there are lots of different sort of story points that we've discovered, and we think they're probably related, because that's good storytelling, but we're not sure. So we spent
Well,
a
we
long
did
time...
get. Oh,
Go
sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was
No,
going to say we spent a long time trying to figure out what to do
connections.
next.
Well, we got Gazrick back.
That's
We did.
true.
Yes.
That
We
was
got
an
Gazrick
excellent
back.
development.
There was that whole call out was a bit of a dupe.
A little bit of a red herring there.
A little bit.
Indeed.
Selise got a nat 20 in that interaction on insight,
Oh,
providing
yeah.
like an end to any
Oh,
more
yeah.
sort of tomfoolery and bureaucratic lethargy.
So good. The dice. Finally, the dice are on our side.
Yes.
And
we informed Gazrick that Arnia was Zaraj's daughter. He was not aware of that. But he did say that he overheard her say that there were masked people stringing her along. And the characters don't know, but obviously we heard in the flashbacks that Arnia had been meeting with these, these masked lords that said phase 1 was complete at the beginning of this last episode. So,
and that phase 2 should be enacted as soon as possible, if I remember correctly.
Something like that, yeah.
Think-
Or we needed to move it forward or something.
I think it was like soon as there was an opportunity for it. But yeah,
That's the one. Those are the words.
We didn't didn't make a ton of progress on the to-do list, like not a ton. But we
did make progress on we were just being extra nosy, and we noticed some gargoyles just chilling because like we were like wondering, like, did anybody follow Gazrick? Like he just kind of showed up, back and we saw some gargoyles and we pursued.
Tahani in the air noticed them on sort of the lane leading up to the manor, in their like sort of I think perimeter search while Selise was out, correct? Like making sure everything was okay. Yep. And that's when you notice these gargoyles that I believe also Kent noticed once you guys had felled one or basically made one essentially inert. Its creation and its design and
we discovered that they were not gargoyles from the plane of Earth, like they are not their own creatures, but rather they were sort of awakened statues. So Shaka took care of one, Dahani traced the other one back to the Temple of Saloon, I believe, right?
Moon.
Yeah.
It's the House of the Moon. We don't know this in game, but above the clouds, it's the goddess Saloon.
I try not to do this very often because I know I will be endlessly distracted, but I do love that the captions thought that I said the Temple of Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Wait, can we go to the Temple of Sailor Moon though?
Right?
Yes.
Well, for 100th episode special, portal opens. But yeah, I think that basically just about covers it. That kind of tied us up to where we got to at the end of the last episode. So with that, I'd love to take us into this one. And so as we've been beginning all season, we opened on a door to a room where two lords sit. One with a smiling mask, the other purely reflective. As they rise and begin to walk through the structure that they're in, we see a creamy white and gray stone walls with arched doorways connecting the chambers to the hallway as they interconnect in lavishly decorated and blue and pink tapestries hung on the wall with carpets of matching hues. Large urns stand in some corners on plinths and tables. And as they pass through a room leading to another door closing behind it, you hear a lock lifting up to the archway above it, a series of moons in its phases depicted along there and almost everywhere. As they enter the second place, one of them in their robes take off their larger garb, and you see brilliantly white, almost priestly robes as they sit down behind a desk, while the other stands and says out loud, "They're a threat, Kairiani, to all magic in Waterdeep." Relax, Omen. They're just heroes. It's fine. Oh, fine. They're a danger to the balance. It was bad enough when it was just them running around, and then all of a sudden they get a druid who's not connected to any god but that of money, and then a wild sorcerer with no connection to their origin happens to just appear, and then a poison expert with a deep archaeological background. Kairiani, if you don't see the dots connecting them, maybe I have to draw them for you. What do you mean? They could be agents of Shar. What? No, don't be ridiculous. Oh, you claim to know them so well? You claim to understand their motives. They're just heroes moving around. Do you know there's an open portal to Avernus in their home? Do you know they've had access to the underbelly of the city? Who can say how long it would be before they make a connection to the Underdark? The Lord with the reflective mask drums their fingers on the table. It just feels so preemptive. The one with the smiling face walks towards the door, puts a hand on it, looks back, and says, yes, but that's why we protect the city, so no loss can happen, and begins to walk out. We pull back to Troll Skull Manor, opening inside to the group who have now all arrived back from, I believe Tahani was the last one to come back after tracing this gargoyle. I believe you guys have rendered it inert, like sort of deactivated the magic that was sustaining it, but you still have the stone pieces of one of them with you.
I believe we had decided that since we knew this was coming from the Temple of Shar, we wanted to move forward with Mert. Is that where we left it?
Yes, also the temple of not Shar.
Sorry.
The moon.
I swear that was not a. I didn't mean. But what if we are? That's a conversation for later. Saloon, Temple of the Moon. We wanted to go ahead and go to Mert with what we had, or get the rest of the.
Yeah,
community.
we want to finish.
Yeah, I don't think we're
finish the
going to Mert.
mission.
That's right.
Yeah, like we're either getting the fall or the Toothbreaker.
Right.
And I think we were talking about the fall because we already had a contact at the dock to get it, and then Gazrick was excited because he likes this disgusting, smelly meal for some reason.
Oh yeah, it was basically like what gefilte fish, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fermented gefilte fish.
It is
Oh,
not good. It's not
mhm.
good. Nothing good.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, let's go get some of that.
No.
Well,
Yeah, let's go.
Ugh.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
So that where you, because I think that's a great place to start off. You guys just want to make your way to the full family, their location in the dock ward. Let me just find.
keeping an eye out for gargoyles
Yes.
and other spying constructs on the way.
Yeah.
Of course.
Is Gazrick going with us?
I believe he, as you guys heard from him, he was going to take some time to relax and like sort of settle in.
He's going into the basement to look for the deed to the manor.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right. We had to find that. We had to find those documents.
And also, I believe, try to set up some sort of protection around Troll Skull in terms of warding or enchantments of some variety. But yeah, so you guys make your way to the dock ward, pulling alongside the edge of Waterdeep, and it's right along the Sword Coast, and I'm sure you guys catch a scent of the sea air every once in a while. You know, you were here not too long ago at the Blue Mermaid, so you like understand it. But right now, this is like the full hustle and bustle of it. You've got it's early morning. There's new fish shipments coming aboard, folks opening boxes. You've got chefs coming in to grab the new purchases for the day. And as you guys make your way through, you see at the end a large sort of banner and placard indicating the stall of the full family.
Mhm.
There she blows.
That was easy. And we did sort of have a standing appointment,
Mhm.
like word
Yeah.
had been
Yeah,
sent
we're
from
expected, I think.
the new money family.
The
Yeah.
Langolans.
The
Her, yeah,
Langolans,
her, yes.
Yes, at Arher, exactly. Yeah, and so you remember Arher said that he would introduce you all like through a missive, and you would be able to sort of make a connection now that you were interested in retrieving some of their goods. And so you arrive at the front stall, and you see a singular gentleman waiting there. You've got some folks in the back working with some boxes. There's not that much bustle in terms of directly in front of this individual, but you do see along the side carts being loaded and sent off pretty repeatedly. And so he stands before you and says, yes, I'm sorry, we're not taking any sort of orders today. We're kind of packed up. I could put you on something for tomorrow if you're looking for it.
We're actually here for a meeting.
Oh,
Yeah.
With who?
With can I roll a history?
No, I'm gonna just
to
tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
I
the
don't
guy's
think we
name.
ever actually.
It's-
I can't remember.
No,
if
we
we
didn't get a name.
No, we get a name. We just
Arher
was so excited.
Arher
I thought we got a
mentioned
name.
the name to you.
Yeah, we got a name.
Full Mule.
Full
Oh
Right.
God, I thought that was.
Right.
I thought wrote that down. I was like, you gotta be joking, but no,
Oh,
apparently
what?
not.
I know.
Okay.
No, I
Same.
remember
Comedic
that
about it.
now.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
Full Mule. Yes,
Oh.
we are here to meet with Full Mule.
Oh, hi. I'm Full Mule.
Arher, oh, hey, Full Mule.
Oh, hi.
What's up?
Nice to meet you.
Do you know Arher? Because they, you know.
Oh,
they,
are you? You know, I should assume there's 5 of you.
A lot of us.
Are the rivals. Yeah. No, I mean sometimes we get a large fish order pickup. A bunch of people come in, and my brother Philium and my sister Philina come in and they help out. But usually they're busy off deliveries today.
No.
Okay.
I
I'm
just
so
put a
mad
hand
right now.
on
No.
Virgil's shoulder.
Yeah, so we're here to pick up some full storming. Is that the name of that? Full
Really?
storming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's for Strooming if you're pronouncing it. It's okay.
I
It's a
apologize.
tough one. Some people haven't gotten their pronunciation and
For storming.
it's very good.
Is that
Very
correct?
good. Yeah, very
Alright.
good. Yeah, for sure. Just gotta. I'll be honest. It's a high quality object of ours. It's a kind of a treasure. So I'm sure you'd like to inspect it before you walk away.
I mean, we trust you.
No, please. Arher
but,
mentioned how invested you all are in the city and how much you care about it, and it would be an honor for me to do a little bit of a tasting platter with you all before you all get going, please. And he runs off and brings back a single can, and so you guys are only looking for one can, right?
Well,
we need 2.
I don't know if he gave us a quantity.
We just needed
we
some.
only,
Yeah,
we only,
we just needed
well,
some.
I leans over and whispers, we only needed one for Mert, but I think Gazrick wanted one too.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah. Is it possible to get 2 cans?
Oh, fans. You know what?
Oh my god.
Why don't we split this one and I can get you 2 right away? And he opens
Oh.
up
as
the
he
can.
does this,
Yeah.
as he does this, very, very oddly
Oh.
and subtly, the wind starts moving Oh, like it basically, we are all of a sudden upwind from where this can is. It's
Brilliant.
like imperceptibly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Good. Because you're gonna need to make with advantage now a Constitution check
Oh my
as
God.
he opens up
Yeah.
this
No.
fish.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've been at sea. I know how this goes down,
I was
y'all.
hoping
Yeah.
someone would cast protection from poison.
Okay.
A check.
Oh wait,
or a
I'm immune to
save?
poison.
Do we need?
It's not a poison. It's just a
it's what you
Constitution
say.
check.
Yeah.
So-
No,
As the
no.
smell
I'm
hits-
immune.
What-
Okay.
I'm immune.
I-
Yeah.
is
Is it a
all
check
Constitution
or a
checks?
save?
a check or a save?
Sorry, Constitution save. I should say.
Okay,
Constitution
save.
It's
Okay.
just a save.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
And
Wait,
with
is
advantage,
it-
you said,
It's
right?
not for a poison.
Oh,
Is
is
it
It's whether or not
disease?
you vomit from the smell, and that's
Right.
that's not something that can hurt you unless you have something that says immune to
Okay.
vomiting.
I forgot
I-
that we also have advantage. So remember that.
We have
everyone, 'cause-
advantage.
You
Thank
have
God.
advantage?
And I rolled
Oh.
like
Because-
two
because-
on the first ones.
Absolutely.
Ooh, 19.
Thank
You said
God.
Constitution?
Yeah.
Me too.
Cool.
All right. I only got a
4.
12.
12.
20 for me.
20. Okay,
22.
so I'm gonna tell you this. Everyone who beat a
DC.
20,
Oh no.
nothing
bad.
occurs.
Wow, that's a high
Anyone
check,
who
man.
beats a 15,
Okay.
you struggle to maintain a straight face, but it singes your nostrils as it circles up. A 10, you beat a 10, you in your mouth are able to keep it down.
Oh.
If you and no one got lower than a 10, so you're okay. As you see Filmio open it. Oh, that's how you know it's good. Oh, yeah.
Oh god, that made it so much worse. watching
He's
him do
not
that.
even he's not immune to it. It's a part of the process. It's like, oh, all right. So let's dig in. Any who wants first dibs? Huh?
I'm good.
You look really enthused. He points to Hani, who got you Ken.
I am gonna I'm gonna raise my hand as well, but
Shareef, Shaka,
def-
come on.
I am
Nope.
I'm definitely gonna try
Yeah.
a stealth to try to fake like I'm eating it,
Wait a
like
minute.
to like eat it and
Oh my God.
you know
Why am I not a sleight of hand rogue?
yeah, without a doubt.
Uh-huh.
Damn it!
Selise
Okay.
just straight up refuses. She's like, I didn't survive. I
Ah.
almost said Templar training. Oh my God, Paladin training
Uh.
to go out like that.
No,
To
No.
die by fish.
No, we
I mean, we
very-
gotta get this though. Like
So-
Do it.
we
Yeah.
gotta take that L. You know,
We've
what I
been
mean?
Take that L,
we've
you
been
narc.
referred here. We've been referred here by Arher
we
Langolin.
gotta take that L.
Certainly
Mhm.
the assurance and trust of the full name and full streaming.
Mhm.
It speaks for itself. It literally emanates and speaks for
Word.
itself.
God, I hope it does.
As you what's it called? So Kent and Shaka each take like he holds it out, puts it onto like a little napkin in front of you, and same thing to you. And so
I can't let them do this alone. I do it too.
okay.
Virgil just leans over to Kent and just says, "Hold your nose."
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what about you?
Am I allowed to do a stealth?
Yeah, dude.
sleight of hand
I'm
stealth to
not
try
gonna take
to-
this one for you. So
try to-
let's resolve this. Just give me the stealth roll first, and then as we watch everyone else.
All right.
D20 plus
Say
3.
14.
14. Okay. So you go to watch the other two as they Kent, what does it look like as you just close
Oh,
your
I
nose?
just pop. No, I just. I mean, I try not to breathe through my nose,
Yeah.
but I don't hold it, and I just pop the whole thing in my mouth and just go.
You
Is it?
you
and now-
you inhale and
Yeah.
then
Exactly. Now
Yeah.
I don't. This is a me question. I don't. Is it like what is the? Is it textured like gefilte fish, or is it a little more solid?
No, it's like an anchovy that's like super slimy. It's
Oh.
like it's
Oh,
like
then we
in
don't
this thing.
chew. Oh, then
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
you
chew.
just, like,
It's
take it in.
down the
Yeah,
gullet.
it's
Yep.
it's
And then what about the same thing with Tahani?
yeah. You ever see a seagull eat a bird, eat
Yeah.
a fish? It's just like that.
Heck yeah.
In fact, I think I watched Donnie do that and try to also bird it. Like
Toss it
and
back.
I threw my headphones off.
Oh, you all are serious eaters. Okay.
no.
Or, like Filmio grabs his, tosses it in a similar manner. And Shareef, Ashaka, you go to slip yours as he's swallowing his. You notice he goes, Oh, I think you dropped it. It seems like it hit your chin and fell on. Be very careful. This is very nice fish. We can. Do you still want that one, or we could wash it and throw it back in the pickling juice and make it just as fresh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at this point, if I've seen,
Oh, well, we're gonna
and Hani do it, I got to do it. So I do say yes. I'll
A lot of
I'll eat
swallowing.
it.
And so as you guys are you take it and you swallow it, you're watching the other one sort of like push it down. It is
What is it, Masood?
oddly fortifying. It like you like imbibe it and it feels it's good. It's like tasty. It like the smell is such an affront on the actual taste buds, but when it actually goes down, the actual consumption of it is not that aggressive. It's pretty mild, and you feel really strong. Actually, so strong that the three of you gain a bonus of 5 max hit points.
Oh.
Oh, I think that I am way more uncomfortable with liking it than I was just having. I don't know.
It's good, right? People,
I'll take them
people.
temp, though.
Mhm.
I'd rather
Sorry.
drink Malort.
Oh, oh.
So these aren't temporary.
No,
hit
these aren't
points.
temporary. This is max hit point. The first time you
Oh,
ingested
max.
this fish, it
What?
Oh, wow.
increased your max hit points by 5.
Oh.
What?
Mhm.
All right.
Is this permanent or
I
is
said
this just,
maximum.
for the
We'll
day?
find out.
I said
guess.
maximum.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Virgil and say, I feel strangely like 5 stronger. I don't know what that means. I just do. But let me tell you, I don't know that it's worth it, babe. I really don't.
I'm just glad to see you're still standing.
Well,
It's
we'll
hard
see if
that
it lasts.
your fingertips still kind of smell like it because you haven't been able to wash it off. Yeah.
Oh no.
As a full meal, so good. Well, that was all the ones in this tin, and consider it a friendly discount. I won't charge you for it. And now that for the other two, why don't we say we'll do a 50% off? All right, just we'll do 60 gold for both of them.
I don't know. In a pouch, I throw 60 gold in this man's general direction. I can't be here anymore.
Wow,
Just to get back and eat some
Wow,
more.
You should make it rain on this.
Right?
We need to. I need to be. I
Heavy,
need to not be here.
Hey, Fullerton, come check out these new guys.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wait,
Oh,
a
as
whole
you
bunch of
guys-
these. You
as
threw
he
in a whole
turned-
bunch of these.
As you guys, you could totally run out as
Wow.
you walk away as he's like introducing the new friend.
Just call the
So I
whole
imagine-
family.
Yeah. You
Oh
guys
my
grab
God,
these
no.
2 tins and book it. They come back. And like, oh, they're just 2. You have to be. These rivals are great, man. They're wonderful people. And as you're running away, they're going right there. They must be super busy.
It's a
Waving
brisk.
as
It's a
I-
brisk, casual stroll. Okay, that's
With deep cleansing breaths.
Anyone give me a perception check on your
Oh my
on your
I don't do this thing.
wait.
I got this.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know that things are
I
happening.
don't do this thing.
I for sure
Oh,
do
Virgil, 22. It's
Oh, God.
maybe it's the wind that you're controlling the ability to carry their words a little bit further on your ears. But you hear Fullerton grab Fulmio's arm and goes, "Those were the rivals? Don't you know they're wanted by the Hawk Winners? What are you doing dealing with them?" As they get into a bit of a squabble as you begin
Whoops.
to make
So-
your way.
We should probably all walk just a little faster.
Can I ask a question real quick? What is his name? I'm sorry. What are all of their names?
You've got
Oh, gosh.
Full Mule is the one who you were interacting with. He
Uh-huh.
called over his brother Fullerton, and earlier he mentioned his other brother Thulium and their sister Fullamina.
Cool.
Mhm.
Fullerton like Jonathan, but with a full?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. His name is Fullerton.
Good answer.
Oh my
answer.
God.
Good answer.
Indeed.
Mhm.
I
That's
just wrote
that tells me everything I
Yeah.
need to know.
yeah, I have
Um,
made an attempt on spelling all of them. If you want to,
Just a lot of
No,
pages.
now that I got that answer, I know how to spell every single one of their names.
perfect.
And full is
yeah.
spelled Phull.
Oh, I'm missing an
LL.
L on all of
Oh,
their
I was
names.
missing an L on the
This is
whole
terrible.
thing.
Hold
Okay,
on, we
yeah.
have to wait a minute.
We
I
gotta
think
put
was
those
it L?
L's in
I
there.
might have spoke with a lot of confidence without confirming something. So I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, Virgil
important
essentially
things.
after kind of picking this up, he just says it seems that our incorrect reputation preceded us.
Well, shit.
Virgil,
Okay, Varric.
what is my name?
Hmm?
Kent is my name. Oh, it took a minute too. Kent is happy for any excuse to just go a little faster.
Mhm.
He can't, but he imagines that he can still, or maybe he can, but he imagines that he can just still smell the freshly opened can.
Mm-hmm. It's anytime you also because you're kind of fast walking. If you just move a little too quick, it's it gets you. And you all make your
Run with
way
my
sort
arms
of.
outstretched.
Okay, I've got a silly question.
Yeah,
Just because it's me.
it's okay.
Can I do a tiny thunderous smite to clean off Kent's hands?
I'll take it. Burn
Wow.
them. Set them aflame.
Just like a controlled singe
Just
of the oils that was left there.
I was just making them walk like a little bit away.
Yeah.
I do, but I'm like trying, and it's like,
All going into decontamination when we get back to the manor.
It probably gets to a point where Selise is just like, all right, enough. Just like pulls you into an alley,
Right.
right? And you just hear a short bzz, and then you walk out. Your hair is standing on edge. Your fingers are a little singed.
Be gentle. I know how to be gentle when I want to.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna make you roll damage on this. It's not gonna be a thing. Oh yeah, but you definitely could totally singe away the smelly oils.
Thank you.
As
A mini
you
smite.
mini smite.
It's a tiny smite.
And so you make it back to Troll Skull Manor. It seems to be pretty uneventful other than that. As you were sort of, I'm sure, head on a swivel looking around, there didn't seem to be any more intrusive like sentries along the path. Though if you want to give me another check, like to see if there like anything else might have been otherwise, like go for
Like
it.
a perception?
Yeah,
Or-
perception,
I'll do
investigation.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
investigation.
god.
Take
Yeah.
that.
I
I'm
got
gonna-
5 bonus hit points, but they're damaging my perception.
Oh my god. I'm gonna try perception because I roll with advantage.
Nice.
I'm sorry, investigation. because
Investigation.
I get advantage and I have a
Yes,
plus
it's
7.
filthy. I'll take it.
Nice. We got a
Filthy, I'll
19, a dirty
take it.
20,
And a 24.
and a 24. Yeah, absolutely. With these, you look, and I think it's clear to see without it, like without them there, how out of place they were comparative to the other structures that are in place. Like where the gargoyles were situated, they were blending in, but their absence feels it's like an uncanny way of being right. The way they had been sort of positioned on top of this or sort of place, or like on top of this column leading along the path forward, makes it sort of clear that they were trying to imitate some of the other like damaged and like fixtures that were already on the plate. All the other ones had been chipped in some capacity. These ones had been sort of pristine, and the platforms they're on are empty. But yeah, so as you guys make it back in, you also now you've gotten the wine, you've gotten 2 bottles of it, which is phenomenal. You've got the full stroming. All that's left is the tooth breaker hook from the Inn of the Dripping Dagger. And I think that sort of, you guys realize it as you enter into the space.
Well, 2 down.
Yeah. And like we don't have any connections or anything. Like I don't think the Langolins or anybody mentioned anybody we could talk to.
About that.
Yeah, about
No,
the
it's-
dagger.
I think the only person who like we tried to do any kind of like knowledge check on the dripping dagger and we just were like I think we know it's a name of a thing.
Mhm.
I would
I
like-
have I have the name Filiere. Is that something we know about?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
that's the inn owner. That is Filier
The
owns
owner.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
So
I don't
he's
think
the
we know
owner of
anything
the.
about them, but
Okay, I'm gonna ask Brian
Mhm.
Right.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a
what-
filiere, it's definitely not a full. It's definitely not the full family.
No, it's not.
Okay, yeah.
It's Filiare.
Yeah. So like I want to ask Brian what he knows about the Inn of the Dripping Dagger.
Sure. And I have my notes on the Inn of the Dripping Dagger.
I'm gonna go give Gazrick his Surströmming.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm
yeah,
sorry,
he's gonna
his
be excited.
full
First
Strömming.
rooming, yes.
Surströmming.
And so as you are like sort of like separating the piles of goods, and sort of taking the separate can, Brian says, "Oh, the Inn of the Dripping Dagger. Well, that's a pretty popular bar in the Traders Ward, which I'm pretty sure you guys aren't supposed to be seen in for a little bit. But yeah, it's pretty popular amongst adventurers and mercenaries. It's been around for a while. It's run by the Lofthuntel family, but they don't really. It's mainly Filier's place, according to reputation and information.
Um, where did Brian get this information? It's like he's reading off. He's reading off of like a tourist ad. It's a pretty popular place. What?
he's been going to the Temple of Agma and just like
Mhm.
downloading books, hand
Okay.
stacks at a
Yeah.
time.
Just honestly, he goes to the notice boards that are set up along town and just like consumes the reviews that people post. Some of them they put like 5-star tax on them, and it's like, oh, this is the real popular place.
He also
So-
has like 3 level 3 quests waiting for us if we ever.
At any
Oh,
point,
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
Like I've noticed the exclamation mark over his head every time we come in, but we are
But I
just too
refuse.
busy.
Busy.
those have all
It's too
turned
busy.
gray by now. I'm not bothering with those. No,
That's
we're not
okay.
doing
They're
that.
not even
No.
gray, they're transparent.
No.
None of you have even tried to upgrade your Estus with them, which is crazy. It's wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
Oh my
disadvantage.
god.
This is funny for a very
So that is
specific group of our
wild,
viewers
yeah.
and not for anyone else.
Yeah. Uh-huh. But yes, you arrive back and you have sort of gained this information about the End of the Dripping Dagger and gained sort of the reminded of the notion is this seems like it's going to have to be a stealth sort of situation. And Tani, as you gather the separate tin for Gazrick, pick it up and make your way. You see in the basement that his butt is up in the air. He's like digging through boxes.
Oh, no.
You can't like he's like sort of like going through some documentation. And he pops up and says, "Oh, Tahani, you're back so soon. How is the mission? Was it a
Successful. And she's like, she's holding
Yes.
this tin in her hands like this, and she's like, this stuff is. She just hands it over.
Yes. Oh, I'm going to make such a great dish. So we take flour and we dough and we sit it down, and then you take some sort of cheese and tomatoes and you put sauce together, and then we lay the fish on top. It's going to be delicious. I promise you.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Mhm.
Have you found anything while you're down here, by the way?
No. It's I've kind of you all left like 40 minutes ago. So I'm doing what
Fair
I can, but you know, I just being reasonable with the time frame.
Fair enough. But,
Yeah.
You know, just wondering.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you found something that was like something that has been down here that we didn't even know about. Like clearly, like we didn't know we had an awesome wine cellar and stuff like that. I don't know what's down here.
I have not explored too much other than this sort of documentation. What I keep seeing is all this you know, I got a lot of messages from Acquisitions Incorporated on like sort of following through about when we're going to get the next order. You know, Omen Duran has been like really sort of on my butt lately about trying to schedule that next sort of shipment that's going through. Did anyone mention acquisitions to Gazrick? Because I believe the names come up a few
Yeah, it's
times
come
now.
up quite a few. I was
Yeah.
actually just about to say, Dahani, like that note that catches Dahani's attention. Like,
Mhm.
what does she know about Acquisitions Incorporated? Like, history check.
Sure.
I'm gonna use my real dice because my fake ones are disappointing me.
There you go.
That's a 3.
Uh-oh.
The
Oh.
3.
Oh, no.
So you don't know much other than they are an adventuring company that's like based off of the Sword Coast. They like handle a lot of different functions. They are kind of like adventurers' go-to shop. Whether it's getting new gear, you could go to Acquisitions Incorporated, sort of get something through there. If you want to charter a new quest and are looking for other people to jump on board, you go to Acquisitions Incorporated and sort of find some of the freelancers that are present. If you wanted to build your brand the way like sort of Gazrick's been doing, it seems like they are the one place to go in order to do that.
So, she's gonna say. So she's gonna say, "Wait, you found Acquisitions Incorporated documents down here? How old are they?"
Well, they began before, well, when I arrived, actually. And he sent it forward, like, yeah, Duo had convinced me about sort of building out this sort of marketing plan about the rivals and building our name. So I had the stall, so I was like, oh, I can sell some more ideas. It's like, where can we get merchandise? And he mentioned Acquisitions Incorporated. I hesitant at first, given the nature of, Duo's
Being
business acumen. Yeah,
being who
absolutely.
Duo is,
Yeah,
absolutely, yes.
for sure. Did my research on the company, and it's a level organization. They do good work, and so I thought, hey, why don't we try it out on a basis? And they've been supplying myself for most of our bobbleheads and other products. As you see, he lifts one up, and you can see the Acquisitions Incorporated logo, which is an A and then an I, sort of a lowercase I, where the A bar meets, they connect with a dot in the space above.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, all right. I mean, just keep looking, I suppose.
Mhm.
Enjoy your full streaming, I
Mhm.
suppose.
No, absolutely. I will, and don't worry. I will not enjoy it solo. Dinner tonight will be full nominal. It's good, right? Because it's full streaming.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get back to paperwork.
Okay.
Okay.
Go back upstairs.
As you make it back up, what have the other folks been doing as you've been contemplating the sort of conversation around sneaking into the traders ward and engaging, like sort of making your way to the inn of the Dripping Dagger that way?
I mean, once I got done brushing my teeth 6 times, and washing my hands twice,
Mhm.
then, well, I mean, this is, I'll say to Virgil as we, maybe we've gone upstairs for a moment and just say, I mean, I don't want to overstep, but if we need to get in and out quietly, I don't want to go alone, but it does seem like a thing that I have a bit of experience in.
You're not going there alone.
No, wouldn't dream of it. Probably. Might.
See, it's the.
I'm not going to. You've now said no, so I probably won't. Definitely won't.
Am I gonna have to keep an eye on you all evening now?
Yes? Anyway, but if I'm not going on my own, then we should figure out how we want to approach quietly and yeah. Should we go find I think Tahani's giving Gazrick stuff. So let's go
You
find.
can almost smell it through the can.
I told her not to let him open it in the house, but I think that's a losing battle, honestly.
No, we need to. We need to figure something out. Perhaps the sewers, or perhaps simply because we may be less known than others in Waterdeep. But we've got to figure something out.
I mean, I agree. I don't want anyone to catch me throwing that fish in the sewers. That's not a bad idea, by the way.
I was talking about using the sewers to not.
Hi, of course you were. I knew that. Got you. Let's go find Shaka and Selise. Thank you, Donnie.
I think maybe Tahani at this point has like arrived back at like from the edge of like the stairs to the basement, is chuckling a little bit. And I don't know, maybe who else is sort of present? I imagine maybe Shaka, did you also leave the lobby perchance, or were you?
Yeah, I was as I said, I was trying to get that information from Brian, and I was
Right.
kind of just kind of meandering about, like
Yeah.
not really, kind of aimless a bit, just kind of basically trying to walk off all the stuff that's been going on in the past day or two.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's perfect. As you're sort of like making your routes, thinking about everything that's been going on, you make your way back to the lobby. Selise went off to sort of settle into the room, and also grab the Melchimber wine before making their way to just sort of taking stock of all the things that we all have so far. But yeah, it seems to be the four of you all now in this lobby. Whereas the last thing sort of maybe Shaka you heard is the conversation about infiltration and Tahani's laughter.
Yeah, so I follow the laughter. I go toward the laughter.
No, it's either terrifying or sweet.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah, I go to the laughter.
And so you pull in, and there's the four of you all now. I imagine as you've been talking about it, Brian looks up at you and says, yes, Jaga, I did some more research on the Inn of the Dripping Dagger. And he pulls out a logbook, and that's got a set of maps from Waterdeep. And he sort of like flips over and he goes to a map of the Traders Ward and locates the building along it. So it points it out. It says it's here. It's got separate stables and a nearby alley, so it has its own sort of location kind of further away. And it seems to be, if this measure is correct, about 30 feet wide and 50 feet long.
Any secret passageways? Maybe under, like, we kind of were under the city for a little bit. Any secret ways to get in there that you might have come across?
I do not see anything listed across my things about secret passages, but given that they were secret, I imagine they were not in many official books.
Thank you for the sass.
Yeah, just, providing critical analysis, what you keep me around for.
I'll poke my head out into whatever hallway is nearby and Selise!
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You were right around the corner. I'm so sorry. Anyway, we're just
She yelled right back even though she's there.
Yeah.
Great. You know what? Good. Yes. Bit of my own medicine. Anyway, why don't you come join us? We're chatting about the plan.
Selise's
plan?
got, yeah.
The plan?
You went to grab the Melchimber wine because you're sort of looking at all the things that you have so far. So you come in with the 2 bottles of the wine that you've got. You see the full struming that you guys want to give to Mert, and the group has sort of been talking about how to get into the Inn of the Dripping Dagger. Brian gave a little bit of details about location and some options, but in terms of hidden passages, if anyone can make a how can I test this?
History?
It's like it's history, but it's like you've been in the tunnels before, so it's kind of like
Oh.
it's like insight, or like it's
Survival?
like an intuition. What would you say would be
Oh.
like an intuition check based on direction?
Survival.
Survival? Yeah. I think some of y'all like. Feel free to give me a survival check. Let's say DC 15 to try to at least if you're to think about from because you know where you got in from the Velvet Turtle, which was in the what's the Trader's Ward.
Oh,
so
wow.
you know where that one is. No,
Okay,
you guys can
that's
make this
better.
one with advantage. This one is definitely one that you all can make with advantage.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
you have all this
One
information
here,
present in front of you.
one here.
You know the exact location of where it is.
Even worse.
30-20.
Yeah.
30, 20. Yeah.
27.
I think Tahani and Selise are able to walk away at the very least. The pathway isn't too far. If you're trying to remember based on where you were, the tunnels and the systems underneath are. There might not be an exit right up in front of it, but you might be able to find something in the general vicinity if you sort of go in that direction. And you also remember the sort of I don't want to use pothole, but like the stone that you moved to pop out of the tunnels from earlier. At least that is near the Trollskull Manor.
Okay.
Okay.
For what it's worth, if we're close, and this is just me, but I don't need a door. I can go through the wall. As long as I'm back in 10 minutes later.
Oh, our purpose there is to acquire something. Are we looking to acquire it through a transaction or simply the law of
Yeah.
possession?
We don't know.
I
We
think
don't
we're-
exactly know what it is. Like we know it's a toothbreaker hook. We don't know how big it is. We don't know
Yeah.
if it's on display or if it's on someone or
But like I think we need to talk to Filiere. So I feel like the hard part is getting there because we gotta make sure the Hawkwinners don't see us. But if we can get there,
Right.
I think we can just talk to like Filiere and at the very least get information on what it is, where it is, maybe acquire it from him if he has it. But if not, it'll lead us in another direction.
Did we all forget Tahani could fly?
No, she can fly.
I mean,
hey,
In the dead of night, Aarakocra flying over.
a dark feathered Aarakocra. I mean, or Masood, what's the weather like today?
Ooh.
Or what
tell
could the
you
weather
what the
be
weather's like.
What
Um,
be like today?
You need to go to waterdeepweather.com and get that forecast.
Brian, what's the weather?
Wait,
What is
he's
the
basically
weather
like an
today
Alexa.
is someone
No.
roll me a D100.
Do
I'll
I
do
have
it.
that?
Actually, roll me a
got it.
D4.
Hold on.
A
Oh,
D4
D4.
first. D4 first.
Okay.
Okay. Do you care who does it or?
I don't know. Whoever does the D4, someone else do the D100.
Okay.
That's my only roll.
Okay, so I'll roll a D100. I've got one in my hand.
Okay. Give me the D4 first then.
I'll do the D4 because I asked about the weather.
Got it.
That's a 1.
Cool. And then what's the D100 give us?
A whopping 20.
Okay, so you all have sort of it's been a bristling day and in the winter of Waterdeep as you guys have been making your way through, and it wasn't snowing earlier, but now as it sort of you see the clouds sort of come in and it's wet rain that's just about to like form snow. So you could fly, you definitely could, but something is going to stick to you, either the water, which would sort of make it like clear that the water's hitting something in the air, or worse, snow accumulating as you're flying, which also might stand out.
So that means it's overcast.
Mm-hmm. And about to start precipitating like snow/rain.
Wow. Well, that kind of puts a wrench in what I was going to do.
Literally a damper.
Mm,
I think the tunnels, running away from that pun, I think the tunnels, with that in mind,
Mhm.
If Dahani doesn't have an air plan, the tunnels feel like the way to get us the closest
Mhm.
before we
Yeah.
have to risk being seen.
I
Well,
agree.
Yeah, because what I was going to do, I mean, I have dry paint and was going to dust my feathers
Oh,
to camouflage myself, you know?
Oh.
cool. Number one.
I like that.
Yeah, we used to do it all the time on Kirsabal. Like if we needed to do like stealth missions, like we'd dust our feathers. Like if we dust our feathers like the colors of the surroundings, so that we would be a little bit harder to spot.
And
Cool.
as you're thinking about this time, you remember everyone having to use a lot more dust, except for Walter only having to dust basically the parts of his like clavicle and neck that stuck above his like armor.
Mhm.
Forgot about Baldo.
Yeah,
And maybe that,
Oh.
yeah. The nice
He's still
reminder.
at the-
Oh.
Yeah, like he's like still at the Castellanders, right?
He's still with the
Yeah, he is.
Castellanders. Yeah. That might be the first
No.
time you also think about, like, this is the first time you thought back of Shell and then think about him and recall, oh, there's also someone from Shell in Waterdeep right now.
yeah.
Good old Baldo.
Question.
No, I'm not even gonna
Mhm.
think about that.
Is the top of the roof a place I could see?
From Trollskull Manor, I don't.
No, like if we got close to it.
Yeah, it's not that tall of a building. It's only like 3 stories. So I mean, in Waterdeep, the maximum something is going to be is like 5, maybe. Like the House of the Moon is big, right? That is the biggest thing. But the rest of the stuff is like maybe 6, 5 stories. So it's at 3, it's shorter. It's like average. So you could definitely like see it from another rooftop if you would like to.
So
But
it's way more than 30 feet, though, isn't it?
Well, I don't think so. It seems to only be like 3. I mean, that's also counting in the roof style of it, but
Yeah.
You
at
look
this
like
moment,
you're,
yeah.
You look like you're thinking, Selise.
I was thinking about maybe Misty stepping up to the roof and seeing, can I go in from the top?
Oh.
It's a valid plan. I mean, it worked. It worked more or less. Listening in on the conversation with Mert. My only concern is we don't exactly know what we're looking for.
Yeah, I think we should go in normally, or like some of us at least go in
Perhaps.
normally.
I mean, I know it's cliche, but perhaps 5 hooded figures walk into a bar might actually work in this case.
I guess.
I think
No,
it
I-
also, yeah. Forgive me, but it seems like the method of getting there is the tunnels.
Correct.
And
then
so
from
with
there,
that, I'd love for us to like maybe like from a narrative point, just like jump
Yeah.
ahead. You guys
Yeah.
navigate through the tunnels. You had
Smash
your
cut.
survival checks were good enough to you got
Smash
like a
potatoes.
24. That's a 20 plus to be able to navigate your way there. And so now you guys are looking at from the alley out onto the end of the Dripping Dagger, and you see the building directly in front of you. So you see it's 3 stories, but it seems to be more of a, like a 2-floor thing, and it's got like a thatched roof, sort of taking up the last 10 feet of it. So otherwise, you don't notice like a bouncer or a guard out front directly. Anyone can give me a perception check, like up and down the alley, if they want to see if there's patrols or anything like that.
Ooh,
22.
jeez.
22. I think Virgil, you're able to see. What did other folks get?
I got a crit fail.
Crit fail.
I got a 12.
A icicle drips directly into your eye, Shaka, and it blinds you for a moment.
Oh,
Drips, not drops.
that is
An
some cold
icicle
drop, though. That's a
drips,
cold
yeah.
drop.
That's a very cold
Ooh.
drop.
Oh, my
And so-
contacts.
Wait, you had contacts here the whole time? We could have just called them.
No eyeball contacts. you
That's,
goof.
we are politely gonna go over to what Virgil sees as they look
Please.
up and down this alley and notice that there are guards seem to be posted at the ends of the road. Not so much posted, but making patrols. Every once in a while, you'll see one passing. The alley that you're on right now is about like I'd say 25 feet away from the entrance to the Inn of the Dripping Dagger. There's a patrol that's about to make its way up, but that seems to be sort of the only one in this part of the city that you've seen.
Are these Hawkwinter emblazoned guards?
Definitely.
Okay. So if we just want to go in, I would still recommend we wait till they pass. But other than that, I think there's no one outside to make a scene. Who knows what we'll find inside, but we got to get in there eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well cloak up and see what's there.
Yeah.
And so you guys pull up your cloaks and you wait and give me this is a pretty low stealth check, but give me a stealth check if you want to like do anything to help yourselves out. You guys you all are just crossing the street after a patrol pass. There's got to be a slight stealth check. So 34.
Where
it's
is
gonna
Kent?
be it'll be a group one, so I think
34.
Kent might carry you all.
Kent's
sorry,
gonna have to
stealth?
carry me. Literally. It was a whopping 3.
A whopping 3. Oh.
Selise, what kind of armor do you wear?
Normally plate, but now I'm wearing like a black leather trench coat.
Okay.
That's
I'm
pretty
trying to think of
stealthy in
what's-
itself. That's kind of awesome.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I'm trying to think of like
So-
what's making noise that I'm just like every couple of steps. I'm like,
Oh,
wait, hold on.
my bandolier of clink.
Just
of,
the clink.
Every 3 steps I
Oh,
come over
goodness.
and take another thing from your bandolier and put it in the pouch.
Yeah, 17 for Virgil.
I love it. I think it's actually it feels to me a lot like that scene from the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie where I can't remember his name, the one with the really sick motorcycle who delivers pizza. He goes to join the Foot
Isn't
Clan.
that Casey Jones?
Casey
No,
Jones?
it's not Casey Jones.
No,
Casey
he's
Jones,
he's the sports one. No,
yeah, he's the
motorcycle
Asian
guy. Oh, it's the
pizza
second
delivery guy in the
movie.
second one,
Right.
where they don't really
yeah.
use their weapons, but Vanilla Ice is in it, so we love it anyway.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Now I remember which movie we're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, the secret of the ooze.
The secret of the
Yeah.
ooze.
That's right.
But in it, they go to there's a foot like audition to join the clan, and a foot audition, and there's the smoke ball situation, and suddenly the kid is holding all these bells without making a sound, and I think that's what's happening for Kent. He is sort of reaching forward and like every so often just like holding a different thing right as about to clap.
Wow, what I can't believe that was the comparison you
I got there.
Deep.
We
That was
we
such a
wound-
deep dive.
Because I know
We
exactly.
went around the
I can
mountain.
feel that that it does. So good.
And I truly with a 34 next to a 3, an 11, and a 17, that's definitely Kent making sure you all don't draw the attention of this group further down the road. As you pull up to the entrance to the inn, you open the door as the snow sort of bursts inside, and you see a singular. Let me make sure I have this correct. A singular human, kind of middle-aged, with graying dark hair and a mustache, get up from behind the bar and rinsing out a mug and says, "Oh, I'll be right with you. Truly, I was about to close up. Didn't expect anyone tonight. Come on in. Get out of that cold."
Good start.
Yeah.
In we go.
Walk in.
Oh, definitely head on in.
Yeah.
You all make your way
Walk up
in.
to the bar.
Yeah. Take off your cloaks. Get settled. Oh, do you take off your cloaks? You keep them
I'm
on?
keeping a cloak.
Not
No,
yet.
it's like it's pushed back enough that we're not actively trying to like start stuff, but it's not like just a bit of a stamp to get whatever snow stuff is off at the front.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if you all want to warm up by the fire, feel free to grab a post. There's a cloak rack over there if you all want to put stuff up. Anything y'all want for this evening? Imagine trying to weather out the storm.
Hot toddy.
Oh,
Right away. Anything else? Food?
Hot toddy.
Do you have like a
What?
house?
What's a hot toddy?
Tea and whiskey. Yeah, you haven't had a hot toddy?
Okay, we'll get 2 hot toddies then.
Is there like a house recommendation, like a house special?
Oh, the inn's known for a lot of great things. If you're looking for food, I'm a big fan of the chicken pot pie. Do good work if I do
Ooh.
say so myself. But
Ooh, I'll take a pot pie. I'll
all
take
right,
a chicken
awesome, a
pot
pot
pie.
pie.
Yeah.
And anything else for you two?
Hot toddy.
3 hot toddies,
Actually, we'll go ahead and make that. We'll make that an even 4.
4 hot
And,
toddies, and a
and
chicken
it looks
pot
like
pie.
you're not busy. Why don't you get something for yourself and join us?
Oh, very
Ooh,
kind.
Love that.
I was gonna do some inventory, but I gotta be a good
I
host.
wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah.
I do
He
not
runs
say
into
that
the
out loud.
back. Yeah. He chuckles. No, tonight it's gonna be a slow night. And begins to pour the beverages. He takes them out and brings them out to you. He says, I'll be back with mine in a moment, but I gotta get that pot pie started. And begins to make their way into the kitchen. And so it leaves you all here inside the Inn of the Dripping Dagger. And you see it's got a first level that you're on. It's got the tap room. It's got a kitchen that you saw them sort of the Filiere walk into. There's stairs at the end of the bar that lead up to a second level, and you see a couple rooms set along there, and then a further let of stairs that seem to lead up into what you would probably believe is the attic.
You forgot
Can I
to
look-
mention the great big hook hanging above the bar, unguarded.
Seriously, like we're clearly looking around the room
Yes.
for anything that seems to relate to what we were told about a toothbreaker hook.
I imagine there's several things that look like it could be this thing. There's like a small little hook. There's a huge tooth. There's a.
This is just the hook motif.
We
This
just
is
go
like
out with
There's a
armfuls.
painting of a guy named Hook who is like breaking a shark over his back.
it's like Bennigan's when you got like a trombone and a thing and a pinball machine
Yeah.
against a wall. It's just hooks. It's just hooks
What's
everywhere.
The theme for
Which one
it's the
is
Inn
it?
of the Dripping Dagger, so there's a lot
Yeah.
of metal accoutrement everywhere. Yeah,
Can I
Which
just
one
do an
is it?
investigation?
you
How
definitely could do
practical
an
of you.
investigation.
And I do get advantage on it by default
Okay.
because we'll never find this damn thing.
It may not even be down here, but it's worth a try.
That is, I can math plus 7.
Mhm.
That is a 17.
17. Awesome. As you're looking around, you don't seem to see like there's a lot along the wall, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of these weapons and things up here. This is an inn for mercenaries, and you look at the board that's behind there, and they have some other like goods that you can get, like if you want to stock up before going out. This is an inn for what it is. It's got rooms that you could spend the night in. You could get some food, a hot meal, maybe some drink, and a few items that you might want to need before going out. But I think it's odd. It isn't until you get to looking at some of the pamphlets along the floor, some of the things that have been crumpled up, and you look at one of them, and it's like a flyer for the Inn of the Dripping Dagger, and it says Thursday night special,
Oh no.
2 toothbreaker hooks for the price of 1.
Ooh.
It's a drink.
Oh God, it's a drink.
A
Oh.
drink?
I'm all in now. Let's go. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
To be fair,
Cool.
everything else we've had to get was consumable. I don't know why
I
you
was
would
about like
assume.
I had just gotten to the point where I was like, this is probably also a consumer.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I still want
And
the
so
hot toddy.
I imagine with that you're gonna wait for Filiere to get back out to basically add it
Yes.
to the order. Yeah. And he comes back out with a pot pie after a few moments and hands it to Shaka and says, "All right, to new friends. What were your names, by the way?"
Oh,
Nahida.
Tank.
That's right. Akash. Sure.
Colleen.
Rivel.
the speed at which you all did this, I was gonna say like roll the. I think he just it passes. It's Brandon and I hasn't seen you all. It's sort of like the speed was. Oh yeah.
You said
yeah,
it was a
yeah.
bar for mercenaries. I'm like, well, why are you asking us our names?
Right.
Can't believe
I mean,
they're real.
I'm gonna share a drink with. He says, well, it's nice to know the name of someone I'm gonna share a drink with.
Sure.
Cheers. And he raises
Cheers.
his hot toddy. Takes a drink. And so just
Well-
one pop by as you all are making your way out of the night. Do you need a room to stay as well?
Well, I actually heard that do you happen to have any oh god, I forgot the name already. Toothbreaker hooks?
Whoa.
back?
Yeah. Actually,
Oh no.
I got one left. It was kind of a crazy blowout this past week.
And it's
It was a wild blowout this past week, and so I really ran out of stock on everything that was available. But I do have one in the back if y'all were looking to grab it.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I mean, just be careful on the way back because it doesn't travel the best in this weather. You might want to protect it a little bit. And they go into the back. And as they come out, you hear a clanking and a clattering, and they bring out this, like, on a tray. They're like dragging it. It's like almost the size of an anchor. It's
Is it a steak?
a massive hook. Like it looks to be wrapped in something. It's a huge hook. It says, it's really when they come into town, they go like hotcakes because they are no one wants to deliver these. They really the delivery is a hassle, but very much needed.
why
Is
are
it-
they so popular?
Nothing. The toothbreaker hooks, great. They're basically one of a kind.
Looking at it,
Yeah.
looking at it, what actually does it appear to be? It's the size of an anchor, and he's dragging it on a tray. What does it appear to actually be?
You look at it, and as you walk up to it, if you want to give an investigation check, you can. Anyone can do that.
You know
Yeah.
what? I mean,
I'm
come
gonna-
on.
Dahani will not because she's.
Oh,
she
you have
is-
folks have advantage on this one.
Oh, nat 20 plus 7, so
There
27.
it is.
There you go, Selise.
I'm
Tell us what it is.
really
Okay.
okay with a nat
Perfect.
20.
I got a net 20 as well.
Oh my god, Selise and Shaka can both tell us what it is.
Sweet.
You look at both of you. Two nat 20s. Wow. Okay. Very cool. So I think both of you look at it and realize that this thing is what it says it would do. It's a hook that if you try to bite it would break your teeth. Like it's a toothbreaker hook. And also if you wanted to break something's teeth that was large or otherwise a monster of some kind, this would also be a beneficial tool maybe. But like as you knock on it, it's wrapped, so you can't really see what's underneath it. But it's solid, but it doesn't feel like metal.
It's a giant candy cane, isn't it?
I was like, is this rock candy or like
Right.
Or it's chocolate.
Selise, as you say, a giant rock candy.
It's a jawbreaker.
Oh
For
my
crap's
god.
sake, are you
Furious.
kidding me? Philiere is the freaking Willy Wonka water deep.
I hate this man.
I am livid.
And they have these 2-for-1 on Thursdays?
Yeah. It's honestly it's the easiest way to offload them for my staff is we just all do it on a Thursday.
The
Okay.
massive jawbreaker. I'm so angry.
All right.
Virgil is actually fascinated now, but is it like want to ask more questions, but we
got
really
to
just
go.
want to get out of here.
We
But
got to
I just want to go. How much do we owe you for this?
Oh, for toothbreaker, what's my last one? So, well, new friends. They usually go for about like 350, so I could part with it maybe like 275.
They last long
Sorry, did you
enough.
say 350?
Yeah,
350
gold dragons.
gold?
350
Oh my
gold
God.
dragons. Yeah.
Can I try to intimidate him into giving it to us?
Like we're not gonna make what's his face pay us back, but go on.
Right. No,
Oh no.
This is
No, no.
We
I
get
mean,
reimbursed
the
for this.
money is in his name, so he's going to pay us regardless. Like,
I wanted to intimidate him.
Oh,
'cause
Yeah.
I
I'm
didn't
just,
say don't. I said
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
I said if it doesn't
I-
go well, we'll still get our money.
Oh, I see. I see how this goes.
No.
I-
I
'cause
just,
I'm
don't
like,
wanna, I just don't want to pay more for it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
we won't pay more. Trust me.
Uh-huh.
Actually, let me not use that metal die because it betrayed me last time.
Nat one.
Mhm.
Trust me, Nat one.
No.
Oh my god, that's so much better.
Okay, good.
Uh-huh.
Because on intimidation I have a +7, so 25.
25. What do you say? What do you say that is 25? Oh, yeah, tell me what you say, and I'll say how.
It's 25
25
points of
hits him.
intimidation.
25 intimidation points hits him directly in his brain, doing psychic and moral damage.
I just kind of walk up to him very slowly
Mhm.
and, take the handle of this giant rock candy and lean down. I'd lean down or lean up. I don't know if I'm taller. Go, come on, friend. You said it's your last one. You're not going to move it. You're about to close up, right?
Oh, this kind of intimidation.
Looks at the hilt of your blade,
Uh-huh.
the presence that you've closed as you are now holding the other end. Like he was holding it, like dragging it out, and you go and grab onto this thing without asking for permission. And
Probably. Wait, I forget. What is he? Human or?
it just seems to be like a middle-aged human dude. He's got graying hair. He's got a mustache.
So I'm guessing I am stronger than him.
Do you want my response on that?
No, I'm asking, so I would be stronger.
Yeah. I mean, Selise could guess that for sure.
I mean, I've got a 20 strength.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. You could absolutely guess that you're stronger than this guy. Like that's totally something you can do.
So
Oh,
I
no.
just keep tugging on it. And I'm like, friend, buddy, you could let us just take this off your hands and make your night easy. You could leave early, beat the storm home, or you could have a storm right here in your tavern.
Oh.
Looks at you all, clearly sees he's outnumbered. You know, Filier, this is why you don't make new friends.
Oh.
Oh.
Cool. No. Well.
No, we should have served that in
But no,
time.
yeah, that's on us. That is on us.
Wow.
Don't feel bad.
Hope you have a good night, Colleen. And squints his eyes, because that's the name that you gave him, and begins to walk upstairs into the attic and closing the door, leaving you all downstairs alone with this hook.
Oh, we got it. Let's go.
We got to go because I think he's going to call the people that don't like
I
us.
mean, either
Don't
that or
think-
cry.
I don't think this is going to help our reputation around town, but we should leave.
Yeah, let's go. How heavy is this thing, Masood?
It's pretty heavy, but there's also five of you. I think the trickiest thing is getting. I don't think it's a hassle to get back. Getting it into the actual tunnel system isn't a difficulty. The question that I ask you right now is, you all have the materials you need to go to the Undermountain, like to meet up with Merritt and do this sort of process, right? Like you have Selise grabbed the wine from earlier, you dropped off the full stroming that you were leaving for Gazrick and still have the other can with you, and now you have the hook. So you could, if you wanted to, go all the way back to Troll Skull to drop all three of them off, or if you wanted to, you could just go direct to the Blue Mermaid. But also, I see LaTia, your hand is up. So I also
My hand is up. I want to do one thing real quick because Dahani does feel bad.
Yeah.
As we're dragging this thing out of here, I'm gonna actually. It's taking me a while to finish my hot toddy, which is very good. And Dahani doesn't drink, so this is an experience.
Oh dear.
right.
Oh boy.
But she
Liquid courage.
right? No, she puts however much the pot pie was on the counter and takes a little scrap of paper from her side pouch and says thanks for the hot toddy and like N because she said Nahida. Like, thanks for the hot toddy. She can draw a little picture of herself like my little Dahani emote and then N and I'll leave that on the counter.
And you leave that there, pay for the pot pie, and
the
make
hot
your way
toddy.
and the hot toddy. Okay, nice. Make your way out, and yeah. So, what do you all do as you guys? What does it also look like as you pivot this massive hook into the underground tunnel, like getting it into the junction?
There's a lot of actual yelling of the word pivot. Pivot.
It's a little snowy.
If it's hard to do, I would, if it make it easier, I have like a levitate spell where I can levitate something that's 500 pounds.
That would definitely make it easier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And would definitely save you the check that I was gonna make as you tried to carry it under the. I was like, oh, if all five of you, like, you can definitely all five of you carry it if you all. And how much exhaustion do you get carrying this massive thing? Yeah. Cool. You can definitely. So you levitate it, super easy. It's not an issue. So just use a spell slot. Is that concentration?
If we're
Yes, yes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
I mean, if we're already using a spell on it, should we take it straight to Mert?
Yeah. At this point, we should. So
If
where
we
we
have
are,
the other stuff,
yeah, where we are to where the Blue Mermaid is the same. Is it the same ward?
No. So you're in the Trader's Ward. The Blue Mermaid's actually back in the Dock Ward. Yeah. So the Trader's Ward and the where it sits, you have the South Ward, you have the Dock Ward, and the Trader Ward kind of sits in between the two, like as if you had a Y, it's a space in between that. And so you could just immediately go there. It's kind of equidistant from where you would be in terms of. It's the idea of either going southeast or going southwest.
Right.
But did we bring the other stuff with us though? Because I don't think. Well, I mean, this is just me, but like I don't think we expected that we would have that. So I'm under the impression that we didn't bring everything else with us because we didn't know what we were coming here to get. So Dahani would offer like to go back to Troll Skull to get the rest of it and then just meet y'all.
I can say as like a GM, I can say maybe you brought the items are pretty small comparatively. Like you were like, might as well it's just we could just put it in a bag, right? Like it might have been the idea is like, and it'll just be a hook, right? Like maybe
they're key items, so we can't lose them.
Exactly. Yeah. Until they're needed for the plot, right?
Cannot lose them.
Oh my god.
Cannot sell them right
Those
now.
are in a different inventory slot and everything. Yeah.
They're grayed out. We can't even touch them.
Exactly. But you can use them for dialogue options. That's occasionally,
So do I have to like do the hand and like drag them over and drop them on someone?
Yeah.
I think that might be where we get to, right? Like
try it with everything in the room, right? Like
you all pull up to the Blue Mermaid. I imagine at this point you all sort of look around, double check. It's less crowded. There's no guards at this time now in the Dock Ward. You see really from compared to what it was earlier today, eerily silent, just the waves lapping along the dock. And as you all make your way to the door, you knock a couple times and you hear a couple of shufflings like, be right down! And hear like a rolling sound.
Oh no.
Rolling sound.
Standing up and a shuffling over. Opening of the door. Whatever you heard, it wasn't me falling down the stairs. Come on in.
And
Are you
in we
okay?
go. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Great. Terrific.
Right.
Did you guys get what you needed?
what you needed.
We got what you needed. Yeah.
Is that what you
No.
needed?
I got what I said you all need it. I don't need to do this. I'm just here to have fun with you
Well,
all.
I kind of wish you would have told us a little bit about a little more information about these things, but we did get them.
Oh, everything though, right? The wine, the hook, because they're all needed. Everything is necessary, and especially the hook.
Is
Why?
it just for you to eat?
No, it's not for me to eat. Are you? Do you think
And
my teeth could handle that?
then who is it for?
It's not. Well, it is. It's, you could say who, but it's better to say what is it for. It's. I'll show you. And begins to make their way to the back of the Blue Mermaid and open up the storage cellar doors and walk down. And begin talking to you a little bit and say, the reason why I also set up shop here is because the tunnels underneath this place sort of lead directly to the start of where we all might need to go. And they make their way down and sort of and now let's start off first and foremost. I'm gonna need you have that full stroming. Yeah, okay, correct. Everyone good idea. Wrap your like masks and everything if you need to
Mask
cover
up.
them.
Mask up.
he
Mask up.
opens up the thing, takes a torch, and begin to dip it in the oil.
No.
Oh.
No.
Bad.
No.
Lights it,
No.
and then it begins to walk forward through this tunnel. And
Uh-huh.
as you watch the light illuminate from the torch, carrying the other tin of the rest of the tin of the full stroming, you see thousands of eyes reflect back at you as spider webs descend.
No,
and you
hold on,
watch-
wait.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Mm.
A bit of content warning. Thank you. As you watch, Merritt says, "No, it's fine. You got the full stroming. The scent keeps them away. They hate the stuff. But you just stay close to me. We'll be a-okay. This is why we get the things we need to get."
Hold on.
Making me side with the spider.
No, hold on. So instead of fire, you had us get fish to ward off spiders?
It's not the fish that wards them off. It's the smell as you.
But we have fire.
You want to fight 1,000 spiders?
We have fire.
We should trust. I don't. We can argue. Can we please keep going? We can argue about this
Yeah,
later.
let's just keep
Absolutely.
going.
So,
This-
hands the can to leave a trail of fish behind for us so they know not to
No,
close in on the path.
That's all on you. That's
What
you.
is wrong with you?
Throwing.
What? This is how you
Disgusting.
God, heroes these days don't understand ingenuity and how tradition had. We didn't all have the magical knowledge we have today.
Next time we're asking more questions up front.
Really, it's on us.
As you all make it through this like really this spider cavern, crossing to the other side, you see them laying fish down, and as you move forward, you watch the darkness sort of close around the fire behind you, but the eyes, the reflectiveness stop along a single line back where you know the fish sort of exists. So your pathway back, and they begin to make their way further into the space as they step down onto some stone. Says, "Oh, wonderful!" And the next thing we're definitely gonna need is that hook. So,
Okay.
if you imagine, I'd say at this point you might have had to cast levitate a second time to like begin to make it through. I'll say you getting it through that just in terms of like getting from where you were to the Blue Mermaid and now past that spider and like to where you are has probably taken 2. And as you be and I mean, to be fair, you like all you saw were the eyes. You didn't see anything else, just the eyes and the actual webs.
No.
But
No, this is
Oh no.
evil. No. This is a terrible, terrible thing.
A terrible thing.
as you all move forward and you hear Mirt say, all right, now bring that hook up, because this part is where things for me get scariest. And begins to
Okay.
lift up the hook and say,
Okay.
all right, come get it.
Oh, no.
And you hear thudding,
Yeah.
bounding down a corner as 1, 2, 3 Cerberus round the bend as they collide into one another, and he takes the hook and tosses it to one side as 9 heads begin to compete over this like chew toy to them. Okay. All right. Yeah. Seriously, these tunnels are wild. You never know what's down here. But that'll keep them busy. And the great thing about the Toothbreaker is that it's got some good candy in it. It'll put them to sleep. So
Safe for them?
yeah. Oh, it's great for them. Here's the thing about Cerberus is that actually, if all their teeth break in the mouth, the head will die, and then the other heads will eat that head, and a new head will grow that's stronger. They're beautiful creatures. They're really, really stunning, amazing beasts.
Can
That's
I roll an
objective.
insight check? I don't feel like that's true.
I'm concerned.
I know that we were pretty clear about the no pets thing when we were with the gargoyles, but I just feel like when we get back, we should revisit.
You cannot keep one.
Yeah,
No.
you can't keep
You
one.
cannot have one.
Well, I don't want
So
just one.
this is so what's the insight you got on it?
20, dirty
20,
20.
dirty 20. Here's what you know
No.
about Cerberus. Cerberus is born when a previous Cerberus dies on its guarding duty. The Hellhound, it
Cool.
grows larger and then grows 2 extra heads. So because
Cool.
like when a Hellhound dies, it can become a Cerberus. So I think
Cool.
you're right. Merritt has it wrong, but there is some
Surprise.
flawed logic that this man is operating behind.
And these things are
Right.
pretty. How big are they? They're way bigger than us, aren't they?
They're large fiends. There are 3 large fiends.
Yeah.
They are big. But these puppies are hanging out, enjoying this
Right.
So
hook that they're playing back and forth. with
Currently
one another.
unconcerned with us, so
right. So
Okay,
Right.
so yeah, let's keep walking.
Dahani will sidle up to Kent because we all like Kent and Dahani had the exact same reaction.
It seems we did.
And she'll say, I think they're too big for the manor.
I know.
Yeah.
But we don't know how big the basement is.
Oh, I bet we can convince Gazrick that there is value.
As
Or maybe
you
keep
all
walking.
contemplate thinking about the sideshow you could create with the owning a Cerberus, and hey, you're thinking of like kind of like the Langolans. Think about driving some more attraction to the Trollskull Manor. You all make your way, finding this last bend to see Merritt standing in front of a door. As you all enter in the sort of the space, it's a larger room where, pardon me as I double check my notes, you see a large door, and it looks like a door because everything else has been stone in these tunnels. As you've been rounding these bends and moving through that spider's cavern, making your thing around the sort of pack of Cerberus dogs, you look in front of this. These are stones, like it's a large archway that has 2 stone pieces in front of it with a line down the middle. Like it is a door made of stone, ancient in its way. And you see Merritt is standing in front of it and says, all right, now here is the trickiest part. This door will only open if we figure out, I hate to say it, the elves love their puzzles. It's a bit of a puzzle here. And makes
Everybody
their way
gets
to
one.
the left and shows a separate sort of side area. There on a stone table sit 5 beer steins with different drinks in them. As you look at it, you can go sort of explore and look at them. There's also 5 basins of water in the room that are holding fish in them. And there are dozens of fish in each basin. And then written on the wall, you see Merritt is pointing up and says, this is the tough bit that I honestly am struggling with. It says, to swim and live, and each one is grown, a drink and a fish, to each his own.
Again.
To swim and live, in each one is grown, a drink and a fish, to each his own. So, and you know, the thing about the this problem is, I figured all of us sort of come together, and the wine is very helpful for me to think, and begins to drink one bottle, and puts the other one in his back pocket.
Bottle.
All right, so what are the ideas? There's no ideas in brainstorming here.
Is there anything in the steins? Are they completely empty?
Ooh, good question. As you go over to look at them, you see there are different drinks in them. One of them, as you're sniffing and sort of moving around, you can tell one of them has beer, one of them has wine, one of them has whiskey, one of them has ginger ale, and one has lemonade.
And
You
then
can also, if you want, you can inspect the fish in the different basins of fish as well.
Please.
I'll
and
do
thank you.
that.
So you go over and you look at that, and you see that there's also, as you look at the fish, you see for free, without sort of rolling a check, that there are multiple types of fish. They're not all the same. There's a trout, a catfish, a salmon, guppies, and pufferfish. So there seems to be 5 fish and 5 drinks.
Okay. I love a puzzle. I
Mhm.
do.
Last one you said puffer.
Glad someone does.
A pufferfish, yes. And there's dozens of fish as well. So it's not just like one of them. There's a lot of them in that space.
There are dozens of each fish.
Yes, of each.
So they're not separated by the basins. They're all
No.
intermingled in each one.
No, each basin has dozens of that type of fish.
Okay.
I should say. So like they are like the
Yeah, they
pufferfish are
are,
by
though.
itself. The guppies are alone. The salmon are alone. But yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
So wine, lemonade, whiskey, ginger ale, beer,
Mhm.
catfish, trout, pufferfish, salmon, guppies. Those are your options.
And 5 steins on the table.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Swim and live, and each one is grown, a drink and a fish to each his own. So
So we match the fish with the type of drink.
yes,
Uh-huh.
that's what I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, we definitely have to do that. It's just how do we
Yes,
match?
Is there anything else in around that would give more indication? Any art, any other writing, anything engraved on the steins, anything engraved on the bowls?
Give me an investigation check.
Do I have to?
Yeah, this one I'm trying to get a little extra.
All right then.
Uh-huh.
Selise is the worst at puzzles.
See,
So
I
she's
don't-
just
Yeah.
I'll drop a 19 on your investigation check.
Perfect. That's very
He
good.
said very confidently.
Yeah. I think you look at these fish and you look at the cups and you see the remnants of Merritt trying on his own. And you see
Oh,
in
no.
these cups you can see at the base of them some like fish bones. And you realize that if you put the wrong fish in the cup, they'll die. So
Oh.
that's like you could do a process of elimination using the fish to try to figure out what there is, because there are
Many of
enough
them,
to
yeah.
sort of do it. It's like a game of memory, exactly. The only trouble is, I think, Selise, you realize it before the rest, is you hear
No.
fighting
No.
from further down the cavern. You
Mm.
hear
oh,
what
boy.
sounds like a scuffle and someone shouting, "No one told me there'd be this many spiders!" As
Oh,
Well.
someone
Someone has followed us.
has followed you, or someone's. And with that, I think that's the
Don't
perfect place to
you-
end our episode for this week.
Come on.
You all can solve this puzzle or think about it in their time off. You know, think about a
Every
defensive
free
strategy
moment
if you
my
want.
brain
I'm
has
not letting you
next
live rent
week.
free for this. Nuh-uh.
So sorry. But we'll be back next week on the 27th of June. And
God.
just a reminder, the weekend after that, we will be off for Independence Day
4th of
weekend.
July.
Right.
I have to do a best man speech, and yes, it is 55% done. So yeah, we're getting there. We're
Correct.
getting there.
Correct.
But let's
Oh
go
my
around.
God.
Let's do our outros. Tell the folks who you are, where they can find you on the internet, while we get some of those questions generating in chat. Let's start it off in reverse order with
Okay.
LaTia.
Hi everybody. It me, LaTia. You can find me everywhere at LaTia Jacquise, except for the places I'm not. Please join me this Tuesday on my own Twitch channel, where I begin playing Torment: Tides of Numenera as a part of a fun little collaboration that I'm doing with my job, because Numenera is the world that Monty Cook Games created. So that's going to be a fun little thing. There might be some giveaways. In Exile Games was wonderful enough to give me a couple Steam keys. So come and win some games, come and win some PDFs. It's going to be a great time. Otherwise, I stream on Wednesday evenings, Friday evenings, and Saturday evenings on my channel, just doing some random stuff. And then on Fridays from 6 to 9 Central, you can catch me on twitch.tv/rockpunchatl, where I do Topo, an adventure in the islands of Sina Una. That is pretty much all I got.
Awesome. And folks, a reminder, if you can see the command in the chat, if you have any questions for our characters, our NPCs, feel free to ask them with the command question, and we will answer them in a character as such. But let's move right along with the outros. Heading up, Eugenio.
I am trying to solve this puzzle. Hi, everybody. I'm Eugenio. You can find me online at DM Jazzy Hands, Twitter, here on Twitch. What's coming up? We should have Courts of the Shadow Fae tomorrow evening over on the Cobalt Press channel. I do not know if it's going to be our finale or if we're going to push one more week and have two more. So, come check us out in case it is our last one. That's 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, twitch.tv/Cobalt Press. Tuesday, we are returning to It Takes Tuesday mornings. My partner Sam and I will play It Takes Two in the morning. It's good time. We have wholesome pride fun, so come hang out. That's at 10 a.m. And then you can hop over and we'll probably raid Shareef. If he's streaming here on Rivals. Are you still playing Spiritfarer? You were last week, right? Yep, so we'll probably raid that. And then I'll be live again a little bit later at 2 o'clock with more Mass Effect. Wednesday, we're back with Into the Motherlands. We just wrapped the Kickstarter mere hours ago. It was amazing.
Yes.
Nice.
I'll let Tanya share the final number when it's her turn, but that was awesome. So we're back for our final 2 episodes, right? That we've got left, so our penultimate episode. So come hang out on Wednesday evening, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Thursday, I'm going to be streaming on the Rivals channel at 2 Eastern. I haven't decided if we're going to do more Mass Effect or if we're going to do something else, but anyway, come hang out since we'll be streaming here. And then that's it until next Sunday's episode. So that's where you can find me.
Heck yeah. Moving right along, we have Brian.
Hi, I am Brian, aka Urban Bohemian, pretty much everywhere. I don't feel like I can ever say this is a light week in this month of Pride, but I'll be doing my own stream on Tuesday afternoon, and then this Friday I'll be over at DJ Blue PDX's channel for a Out and About with Astro. Some LGBTQIA+ creators who are affiliated with Astro are going to be having a roundtable conversation. Then this coming Saturday, I'll be doing Queer Heist Crew with tabletop RPG Queer Heist Crew with members of my team Breadbox. And then next, in addition to my own Saturday and Sunday stream, next Sunday I'll be back here with the Rivals. And there's one other thing that I can't talk about yet, but if you stay tuned to my socials, you'll find out about it.
Nice. Very cool. And moving right along, we've got Shareef.
Hey y'all, it's Shareef. You can find my stuff at ShareefJackson.com, ShareEF Jackson.com, and Shareef Jackson on all social networks. As Eugenio mentioned, every Tuesday, be here on the video game stream here at Rivals at 10 a.m. Central Time. And we're still cranking through Spiritfarer. We unlocked a whole bunch of new quests, which I'm super excited about, including I think I just brought Bruce and Mickey on the ship. So if you're familiar with that game, it's a pretty interesting combo character thing. And aside from that, I don't have many other announcements. We'll have the Kids on Bikes announcements coming soon. We're just finalizing a bunch
yay.
of things like before we bring that back. So like that'll be coming back to you as well. And aside from that, yeah, just getting used to my new place. As you might have saw on the socials, I did announce that I'm having a child. So that is exciting as well.
Little Reef.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of change, a lot of things happening going on. So check me out.
Very dope. And then there was Tanya.
Oh yeah, and me. I am still in New York, as you can tell. I'm not at home. But Tuesday, I'll be collaborating with some of the folks in our network to bring you Dark Alliance early. We're not
Nice.
sure of time or which channel, but that's happening. And I'm back. Obviously, Motherlands returns, and since Eugenio brought it up, our final total of the Kickstarter as of 3 a.m. or 3 a.m. Eastern when it ended, $360,000 and 606.
Ta-da!
Wow.
Nice. Well done.
Incredible.
Gosh.
A good chunk
Amazing.
of that in the last 48 hours.
Yeah.
Very, very
Um,
cool.
Wow, amazing.
So thanks to Forbes and Polygon giving a boost, a lot of people sharing that it was the final day,
Nice.
a lot of folks getting in their last minute pledges. We finished over 600% funded.
Whew.
Thank
Heck
you all.
yeah.
You're all amazing.
And I'm gonna go collapse once I
Yeah.
realize how much when that money actually hits
Yeah.
my account. I'm gonna be like that is the most money I've ever seen in my life in one place.
Wow.
And none of it is actually mine.
Right.
Um,
It's all
Best part.
earmarked
Best
immediately.
part.
Oh god.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, I'll be back. Motherland's penultimate episode of season 2,
Heck yeah.
and Black Die Society Fen apparently shows up at the end of the last episode. I gotta catch up.
Mhm.
I'll be
yeah.
back on both Motherlands and Black Dice, and then of course back here for Rivals season 10 episode 7, and at some point I'll stream on my own channel. I don't know when. And I may do a just chatting stream once I'm
Episodes.
home and get some sleep
Mhm.
about the experience of Tribeca being on the game jury and about Game Changer.
Mhm. Get home safe, get home sound, and then handle all that streaming
Yeah.
stuff. Well-deserved
Yes.
rest is first, dude, your way. But last but not least on this group, it's me, Masood. I've been your DM. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Maroodboy, MAHRUDEBOI. I play with these wonderful folks on Sunday nights, having a blast. I play on Tuesday with my buddies on Indoor Recess on the twitch.tv/D&D channel, where we do Generation F, a 5th edition homebrew where we're having a blast, and I play truly the worst PC you've ever met. Though some say Redemption Arc has started. I don't know. He might still be terrible. Come check it out and try and figure it out for yourself. And then on Wednesday nights, I GM a wonderful group of folks over on the Roll20 Twitch channel. We play Monster of the Week with my buddies from Stir Friday Night, Chicago's oldest all-Asian improv and comedy troupe here in was it Chicago? It is Chicago. Yeah, it's Chicago. We do a lot of stuff in the area. But that's me. That's the stuff I got going on. And once again, if you want to follow up to anything that's happening in my life, I'm probably tweeting about it. So go to twitter.com/maroodboy. But that leaves us with a little bit of time still left for some questions. And who would like to read the first one?
I've lost track of what the first one is.
I got them.
Wait.
Oh, good.
I got them. Question: is the manor big enough to have 3 Cerberus as pets?
No, probably not.
No.
No.
Not
No.
comfortably.
There's
At
a
least-
yard.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Not
Shaka,
comfortably.
Not
At least
comfortably.
everything we know so
Yeah.
far about the manor, no.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could put them in the Avernus office. They'd have so much room to run around.
They could
That's
right at
such-
home
yeah.
too.
The Avernus portal's the doggy door.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh
that's
my god, they
good.
could let themselves
Yeah.
out and come back and
Oh,
oh,
yes.
Exactly.
See?
Throw food in there.
what would they
Yeah.
drag back in though? Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
What
that's a
would they?
good
What would
point.
they?
Yeah, we
What
should put
trophies
No.
would they
storage
show
up
you?
first.
So let's piggyback off of that one with for Kent and Dahani. If you were allowed to bring a Cerberus into the manor, what would you name them?
Oh.
Fluffy.
I mean, feels right. Alternatively, we could name the heads, and they could be, you know,
Yes.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie, or
Mm.
Mhm. Blossom Bubbles and Buttercup.
Oh,
or-
I mean, since we're
Great.
there.
Good, bad, and ugly. Having a
I don't-
blast. Yeah.
No. No.
But no one knows which one is which.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one knows.
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa
I-
Maria.
These are clearly all. So we've got choices. We
Yeah.
got time to think this through.
Oh, Head, and Hetty.
That's good.
Oh
Head,
my
head,
gosh, that's an okay. Head
That's-
and heady.
Head,
All
head,
right.
and
That's
Eddie.
funny.
That's good.
I
That's
like
really.
that.
I was gonna go me, myself, and Irene, but head, and Eddie, I think is best.
Sure.
It's
Steve.
Headley.
Hello.
Um,
And then since we're running out of time, I'll do this one because I think it's really cool. How would if your character had a Kigurumi, one of
Oh,
those
yeah.
onesie outfits, what would yours look like?
Blue Dragon.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
A different type of bird.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it would look just like Baldo, maybe. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
that-
Oh,
yeah,
no, I think-
Oh, no.
Baldo onesie.
that-
Baldo
In another-
Baldo shows up and Dahani says he's like
And then
think-
he goes out and gets a Dahani onesie.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, he shows up with a
Yes.
Tahani basically.
Secret is he already has one.
Yes. I
Ooh,
think
that's probably
mine
true.
would be also a dragon, but it would be a moonstone dragon to match the shiny cloak
Ooh, I
interior.
like it.
Gazrick's a spider, baby. An ice spider.
Oh,
If you are what you eat,
That's
that's
cheesy. That's
80% of
We
his
don't
diet.
let him
Yeah.
come around. when he's
Ryan.
in
Yeah.
it.
I'd
I'm still
swat
mad
you.
about it. I'm still mad about it.
That feels like a good place.
I think it might be. I think you're right.
I love it.
Thanks, y'all. We're rivals. We'll be back next week. Y'all, this was episode 6. We're coming towards the back half of our season. Get ready for as we wind down this wild and crazy journey, making our way to episode 100. I'm excited. I hope you all are too. See y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Don't
Oh,
go
yeah,
too
yeah.
far.
Sorry,
We're
we're
gonna raid.
ready
We're
to
gonna
go.
raid.
Imperial? Is that who we're going with?
Yes.
Great.
Heck yeah.
I
Alright.
do this
I
every
retract my
time.
buy.
Like,
I do.
bye. Wait, don't go anywhere.
No.
I wait.
Like,
Wait, stay, wait.
All right, stay. We're going. Thanks. Goodbye.
See y'all soon.
Yes.